We're headed deep into Algonquin, a little over 100 kilometers. There's gonna be lots of portaging, lots of big lakes, lots of small lakes, and creeks in between. I've already been traveling for about 3.5 hours now. This is a pretty big day to start off with. I think it's around 27 kilometers. And I just finished my longest portage of the day so far, about 2 kilometers. So I'm tired. I'm out of canoeing shape. I haven't done any fishing yet. I was trying to get further away from the access point. Now that I've done a big portage, I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing on this lake just as I go across. I don't know if I'm getting bites or if I'm hitting the bottom. Come on. It's that time of year when the trout are frisky. Water's still cold. There's some carnivorous plants here at the portage. Well, if a bug or something slips into there, they drown, decompose, and feed the pitcher plant. My route is taking me up this creek, so I have multiple short portages back to back. Oh, my heavy bag. All the little portages going up the creek are complete, and I'm at another small lake. The little black flies have been around my head all day. These are all new lakes for me. I've reached the next portage. This one's not too bad. It's just under 300 meters. But then I have a small lake and then 3 more longer portages totaling almost 5 kilometers. And then I'll finally be at my lake for the night. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. Just saw a deer over in this bay. It's gone back into the forest. Now just over here, young cow moose came out. It's wildlife time. Right before dark. Last night was a bit of a sufferfest. I ended up getting to camp, I think just after midnight, which is pretty ridiculous when I think about it. I have another big day today. I think there's less portaging, but the distance is longer than yesterday. Hopefully I don't finish in the dark, but I know there's a good possibility I will. It's that time of the morning, the time every canoeist dreads. Putting on the wet socks and wet shoes. And we're out on the water, finally. and we're gifted with this beautiful 5-kilometer portage to start the morning off. Better get going. At least the bag's a little lighter today with the food I ate last night. All right, here we go. Long portages are definitely tough. That was, I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of suffering. Towards the end, I remembered I had a Mars bar. So that's what pushed me to the end. You gotta find your happy place or something to get you through it. I have a friend, she counts her steps as she's walking, and she knows the length of her step, and so that way she can keep track of the distance. I don't like doing that. I don't like thinking about the distance at all. I just like thinking about putting one foot in front of the other. It's really a mental game, that's for sure. Yeah, I took too many breaks on that portage. It's always tough, you know? You want to push yourself to go as far as possible. This isn't a big lake, but I'm thinking there could be fish in here because it's very hard to get to. Wind's blowing me already down. It was raining on the portage for a little bit. And the clouds up ahead make me think there could be more rain today. We shall see. Yes! There we go. Alrighty. Let's see what it is. Whew. All right. Is it a lake trout? A little brook trout. Little brook trout. Look at that. Little speckle. Well, that long portage was worth it. Next portage. And we're on the biggest lake of the day. And it's very buggy. Lots of black flies. I feel like I'm getting into the swing of things again. That last portage was pretty smooth. And I'm feeling better. Sore, but better. Feels good. I switched up to an EGB spoon, a big one. Put on some weight to get it deeper. We'll see, this might be a lake trout. Oh no, it's a brook trout actually. A little bigger than the one I had before. There we go. And let's let it go. Second longest portage of the day. Here we go. See you on the other side. Good morning. Sorry I didn't show you any more last night. I ended up finishing in the dark. I got to camp here, I don't know, around 9:30 or so. Better than the first night, it wasn't midnight. I actually went to bed before midnight, so I'm up earlier today. I was racing to get here. I had to go down a creek, and the creek was probably one of the most overgrown creeks I've ever paddled in Algonquin. So that was fun. Just dragging myself through alder bushes and branches constantly. Towards the end it opened up and I could actually paddle. But I would say for a good 60% of it was just fully overgrown. And then I got to camp here. It wasn't very obvious, this campsite, just because there's a big tree here, so. Anyways, it was a long night. I think yesterday I paddled around 29 kilometers, paddled in Portage. Today I have far less to cover. I think it's low 20s today, so that's a lot better. Alright, there's a few coals in there. I already filled my pot with water. It's pretty full. That's because I want lots of coffee. And because these are such small twigs, I gotta constantly feed this fire, or it's gonna die. Looks like we have a boil. I believe it's protein oatmeal, maple and brown sugar. Now, some coffee. Just met the boys next door, 2 guys. They're heading downriver, so I won't see them again. They had a Brittany Spaniel. I had woken up and I was packing up my sleeping bag, and all of a sudden it was there beside me.
Here he is. Hey, Jack.
I think it's Jack.
Hello, Jack. Hello. Hello. Good boy. Hello, Jack. You can't eat my food. You can say hello. Hello. Don't knock over my tarp. Hmm? Good boy? Oh, good boy. You spooked me this morning. No. Back. There we go.
I'm gonna finish packing up here, do a portage, and then we'll be on the river. It was a little over a kilometer. I'm gonna use that same EGB spoon I caught the brook trout on yesterday, and I'm just gonna flatline it up behind me. Ah, did I lose it? I think I lost it. I'm right at the base of these rapids. Oh, getting bites here. Probably little ones. Got a big spoon on. Got one. Ah. Lost it. Didn't set the hook. There we go. Feels all right. Finally. Maintain this tension. Don't want to lose it. I might have already lost it. Yeah, I did. Ah, these fish. I downsized to a smaller inline spinner. Put away the big camera. I'm just filming with my phone. Got this nice little speck. Let's let it go. And down it goes. Just before the next portage. Brook trout number 2 at this spot. A little bit bigger. You can see it there. This one's a lot more colorful. Let's let it go. We're off the river. Our upstream travel is complete. Just here at the end of the portage, there's some old chains. We're not quite at the main part of the lake yet. It narrows up ahead here, and then it will open up. We're entering the big lake. It's not too windy out here, which is good. It's always a concern with big lakes. It hit hard. Hoping this is a good sized fish. Oh. What is it? Is that a brook trout? Probably. Let's hope.
Yeah, I can see it. It's a brook trout, I think. Not positive though. There we go. Nice. Look at that beauty. Nice colors on that fish. Got a fish on this lake. Took a while, but this spot, it's right in between an island and shore, so it was a cutoff point, choke point, and so I knew there was a good chance of catching fish here. Oh, well, that's off anyways. Just a little one. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, right in there. Barely in there. So small. It's amazing how much bigger they feel when they're foul hooked. Just a little one. Little brook trout. I finally found this portage. It was taking a while. I thought it was further over there, and I backtracked even along shore thinking I missed it with catching those fish, but I just hadn't gone far enough. Anyways, I'm here. Made it to camp before dark. Yeah! And the best part of this campsite is the benches. Let me show you the benches. Look at these benches. Oh, no, I need a few more people here. I'll enjoy it. Good morning, day 4. I just finished packing up. I've loaded the canoe and I'm ready to get out there and do some fishing before I head out of here. Got a little bigger day compared to yesterday. I think yesterday was around 22, 23 kilometers. Today my day is going to be closer to 25. It's a nice day again. Or starting as a nice day. It was raining when I first woke up. That's kind of the weather it seems like these days. Let's get out there. Fishing in the rain. No bites yet. The rain stopped and then I hooked up. Switched lures 3-4 times. Right now I got a bigger spoon on, a blue EGB. Or no, I didn't. Just a little one. Come on. Beautiful nonetheless. Switch to a double-bladed inline spinner. We'll see. Doesn't feel huge. A little bigger than the last one. There we go. In the net, off the hook. That's what I like. Get this over there. Beauty. A little bigger than the last one. That's a nice little brook trout. Here at the Portage, it's really crappy takeout. It's not the easiest going through this marsh, just a bunch of logs. But here we go. Whoa. Big logs, I like big logs. Now we get into disappearing logs. Oh, this is gonna be shit. Don't sink in. Don't slip. Okay. Ooh, these are the moving logs. And I'm sure if I step off this, I'll sink down to my knee. Oh yeah. Stay there. Okay. Yay. Down with the logs. Back to the big lake. Yes. And it feels windier.
It's getting pretty crazy out there, so I'm gonna put away this camera. White caps, big waves. It's a headwind, so I'm paddling as hard as I possibly can. Let there be rain. No J strokes right now. Switching. Need all the efficiency possible. And maintaining this angle to the waves. Yeah, let's squeeze between the islands here. Yes, and now I want to continue down to the end over there. Just finished another portage, about 1 kilometer. I've never been to this lake before, like most of the lakes on this trip. I'd say about 80% of this route, or maybe even 85, I've never paddled before, so that's partly why I wanted to get out here. Need to paddle all the lakes. Yeah, a lot of portaging ahead of me. That was a tough one. Closer to the 3 kilometers it was. Up and down and over trees and over this and that. Oh, happy to be done. Longest portage of the day is complete. I've got another, 1,500 meter and then another, I can't remember if it's 600 or 800 meter, something like that. Oh. Beaver. Beaver's up. Getting active. Very shallow, this lake. Keep getting weeds. Yeah. Look at this. 2 more portages to go.
Alright, I'm on the small lake before my lake for home, and I just got a nice bite. Yes. Nice sized brook trout. Oh, beauty. Oh, yes. Oh, I think it's the biggest one yet. It is the biggest one yet. For sure. Let me get this spoon out. Look at that beauty. Look at that. Yes. Look at that. And then there we go.
I made it here before dark, just before. I'm still ecstatic about catching that big brook trout. It was beautiful. Such a small lake too. Such a big fish. It's amazing. Yeah, I was not expecting that. I spilt my boiling water just as it was starting to boil, so I had to reboil it. It's that type of morning, you know? Last morning of the trip. I started at one access point, I'm finishing at another, and I'm thankful that Paige is gonna be picking me up. I told her 6 p.m., so we'll see. I might send her a message with the inReach and give her a heads up when I think I'm gonna be there. It's getting really buggy there. Got a series of like 4 portages with small lakes in between. So I'm gonna just get all loaded up and conquer these portages. My bag's lighter today. I'm feeling good. Let's do this. We did it. I made it to the takeout before 6 p.m. It's 1:45 right now, and Paige isn't here yet. So that makes me feel good. Normally, there's been a few times she's had to wait for me. So yeah, I'm happy I completed this ambitious trip and really pushed myself. I felt great today, honestly.
back in the swing of things, and now I'm ready to take on lots of big day trips and other canoe trips this season. So I'm really happy about it. Hi! Hi, are you excited to see me? Hi! Hi! Do I smell like canoeing? Do I stink?
Hey, what about me?
Hi.
You're earlier than I expected.